Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm so sorry I haven't posted in such a long time. I just got so busy with school and everything, but I'm back with another video. So I just finished my first semester of college ever, which is insane to me, like 1 of 8. But I wanted to make a video kind of giving some advice to people coming into college or that just kind of want to know what it's like before they get themselves into it and commit to a school. So I'm gonna make a college first semester freshman like advice video. We're gonna start off with get a planner or something to keep up with your deadlines. In the beginning, I was really good about this. I wrote everything down in my planner and I had little sticky notes on my desk to help me with my deadlines. I eventually did fall out of that pattern just because I'm very lazy sometimes. When I did fall out of that pattern, I did miss a couple deadlines, and looking back from my GPA right now, I wish that I had met those deadlines. So just think about getting something. It doesn't have to be a planner. It can even be something online like Notation that you can use, just something to keep you hitting those deadlines so that you don't miss any of them. Next is don't be afraid to go out and have fun. Now I know this one's kind of a given, like why would you not go out and have fun in college? Like you're there with your friends in the dorms. But a lot of times you'll be sitting there and you'll just feel really lazy, or you don't want to get dressed to go up and like go get ready and go out. But try it, because there's been a lot of times where I just didn't want to, and then Ava would be like, come on, let's just go, and then I'd get ready and I'd go and I'd have the best time ever. So not to say go out every single chance you get, but sometimes it's a lot of fun and you'll miss out on it if you don't. So just think about that. Next one is also kind of a given, but find a really good group of friends. I know I found an amazing one. It's good to find a group of people that can have fun with you and party with you and just do a bunch of fun stuff, but also that know how to like get to work and study, like the work hard, play hard mentality. My friends were really good about going to the library together and we always study there. We also got to hang out in our dorms and just hang out without studying a lot, and I feel like that was a really good mix for me because I got a lot of work done while also bonding with them and getting to spend a lot of time with the people that I really like. The next is knowing your limits. In college, there's of course a bunch of party aspects, and I have seen firsthand with my eyes, it hasn't happened to me, but I have seen firsthand a lot of people that didn't know their limits as far as partying goes, and they would end up throwing up in the bathrooms, and the RA would have to call the police, and it was just not a good situation. Penn State does have the amnesty like law thing in place where if you do need to go to the hospital because of party related substances, the person who is called for and the person who calls for them will not get any repercussions or in trouble. The person who gets called for does have to take a basics course, which is just a party substance course that Penn State offers. But I will recommend knowing your limits at least before you come to State College or to any college in general, and just having good friends again that can look out for you and cut you off, like tap you and say, hey, maybe this is enough, you know? I feel like that's very, very important, just seeing how many people got themselves into that situation this past semester. This next one is kind of personal to me, but I feel like a lot of people go through it as well. I actually switched majors at the end of this semester. I came in as a veterinary and biomedical sciences major. Going into next semester, I'm going to be an education major on the secondary track with a history concentration and psych concentration, which I know is a pretty big like polar change. But this kind of leads into the next topic, which is if something isn't for you and you know it in your heart, don't push yourself to do it. This past semester I was in chem and I was in calc, and those are obviously very hard courses, and it was just not good for me. Like I was able to do a lot of the work, but I could just tell that it wasn't something that I wanted to do long term, and in that major I would have had to do that long term, and I just knew that if I kept pushing myself to be in those classes I wouldn't be happy because I wasn't that happy in them. And so if you're in something like a class or a major and you can feel that it isn't for you, don't be afraid to talk to your advisor and see if you can switch, or talk to them and see if there's another pathway to getting to the career that you want without having to do that something that you're just not good at, that doesn't click in your head, or that just doesn't make you happy at all. Your advisor will be really helpful. I know mine was. And they just want what's best for you. They're not gonna like force you to stay in a major or anything. So if you can just feel that it's not for you, talk to your advisor, try to find out where you kind of belong and what avenue fits best for you, because at the end of the day, it's your life and it's your career and it's what you're paying for from your university. So don't be afraid to switch. No one's gonna judge you. And I also did want to thank Public Goods for sending me these really cool things. They actually did send me some stuff in one of my past videos that I will link up here if you want to go watch it. So this time they actually added a bunch of new stuff to the website that I was really excited to see. I was like, oh my gosh, so many new things. So the first thing they sent me was this hand sanitizer spray, which I feel like is really good, especially for right now. I also got these reusable drawstring bags that just say Public Goods on them, and they're very cute. I also got these bamboo straws because obviously we're trying to be more sustainable, reusable and everything, so I can use these whenever I drink something. And then lastly, I got this hair oil from them, which is actually going to be very useful. So I wanted to thank Public Goods for sending me that again, and I just wanted to recommend them to you guys because I love their products. They're so fun to use, and especially these ones. These ones are really good for the environment and for just health and sustainability in general. And Public Goods actually is partnered with the Eden Reforestation Project. They aim to reduce extreme poverty and restore healthy forests, and they've already sponsored over 200,000 trees and counting, which I feel like is amazing because it's like, that's 200,000 trees. They are also partnered with Clean the World and Feeding America, which are also two very good organizations. So I really think that supporting this business and helping them support those businesses is really helpful too if you need to buy any of the stuff that they sell on their website. And for all of their inventory that they don't sell, they donate it to St. Mary's Food Bank, which is just so cool. I find that so amazing. So you guys should definitely check them out. If you want to, I will link their website down below, and you can use my code PG-Megan15 for 15% off your order. And I just wanted to thank Public Goods again for sending me that stuff, and we can get right back into the video. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the meal plans. This semester I had the second level meal plan at Penn State. I actually ran out by like the last month, so like November going into December. I was out of dining dollars. I was using Lion Cash for everything, which I don't recommend, but I actually didn't use most of my money at the dining hall itself. I used most of my money at the market because the dining hall food just was not for me at all. A lot of people go daily, a lot of my friends go daily, and I respect that for them, but it wasn't for me. So I went to the market a lot. I bought a lot of food there, which depleted my account. And I ended up having to use Lion Cash, and I will say I actually had to call my mom because I didn't know I could reload the Lion Cash. So I was sitting in the laundry room and I had to call her to add like $20 more onto my account because I was trying to do laundry, and I was 2 cents short to do my laundry because I was out of Lion Cash. And I was like, can you please add like just like $5 or something so I can do my laundry? So I would really recommend checking on your account regularly so you know how much money you have and you can do your laundry with your Lion Cash. That was an embarrassing experience for me, but we got through it, and now you guys know, check on your accounts, add money if you need to. Don't sit in the laundry room waiting for your mom to add $5 so you can do your laundry. The next topic is go to class. I know, especially now after COVID and everything, a lot of lectures are recorded or they're being streamed online and everything. If you have the option to go in person, for my psych and my econ classes last semester, they were like broadcasted online during the classes and they were recorded and posted after. And so a lot of times I'd be like, oh, it's recorded, I can just go do this with my friends right now and I'll come back and I'll watch it later and I'll take notes. Never did. The test came along, and luckily, since I was like pretty good at those subjects, I was able to like pull out B's and A's on those. But I was stressed. I was very stressed because I had no idea what the curriculum was. I had no idea what we were learning. And so basically what I learned from that is just go to class. You'll know what you're doing and you can talk to people in your class and you can get notes from them if you do have to miss a day. It's so much better if you just go. And I know Leah's gonna be like yelling at her screen right now if she's watching this, because she always told me to go to class because she's my cherished honor student, but she would always be like, Megan, go to class. And I'd be like, no, it's recorded, it's fine, I'll watch it later. Never watched it. So that's just something that I really want to emphasize. Just go to class. The next piece of advice I wanted to give was to talk to your professors and take advantage of as many office hours and guided study groups as you can, because they're just there to help you. When you get to know your professor, it really does help, because then they know you and they know that you're trying, and sometimes it'll actually help your grade in the end, because even if you do get worse than you thought you would get, the professor knows that you're trying your best and that you're putting in the effort, and sometimes they'll give you a little bit of a boost. They really are helpful because the professor and the guided study group leader are just there to help you. They're just there to answer any questions you have. There are no stupid questions. I know a lot of us think that, but they're really just there to help. And a lot of the professors are really, really kind about it. I know mine were this semester. So really just try to take advantage of that, because I know if I had, I'd probably do a lot better than I ended up doing this semester. This next one is kind of a trivial thing that I don't think most people would care about, but the freshman 15 is real. We first got there, we were just so busy that we didn't eat a lot, and we were walking to our classes, which is like 3-4 miles a day of just straight walking up and down Shortledge and all that. So we weren't gaining any weight, and we were like, oh my god, the freshman 15, not even real. I even made a TikTok about it, and I was like, it's like a scam. Come October, November, when it starts getting colder, no one wants to walk to things, everyone wants to take the bus to things. You stop going to class if you're me. You're eating a lot more, you want warm food because it's cold outside, and you end up gaining weight. It happened to me, it happens to a lot of people, it doesn't happen to everyone, but I'm just saying, start a routine for yourself, get yourself into that routine. Try to go to the IM. The IM's really nice. I started going recently. I love it there. They have a Shake Smart for protein shakes and everything too. It's a really fun place. I really like working out there. So try to get yourself into a routine. If you don't want to gain the freshman 15, I know it doesn't happen to everybody because everyone's metabolism and body is different, but I just wanted to put that in there just in case anyone else cared about it as much as I do. This next one is just don't give up, and I know that's a given, but sometimes, especially for me, I fall into kind of this state of learned helplessness, which is a term I learned in psych. But I kind of got to a point, especially in math and chem, where I was just like, this isn't for me. I know I'm switching majors. I can't do it. Like, I know this, it doesn't click in my brain. And so I would just give up and not do the work, or I'd just give up and just look up the answers, you know? One thing that I do want to stress is just try. Even if you have to look up how to do it, just look up how to do it and try to do it yourself, because the more work you put in towards it and figuring it out, the better you're going to end up in the end, because then you will know the material. School's more about learning the material just for you so you can retain it and use it later on in life, rather than just cramming for an exam so you can get through the next semester, because it's not going to help you in the long run. Yeah, so if something's hard, just go to a GSG, go to an office hours, ask a friend for help, ask a classmate for help. Don't just give up like I did, because it did not end well for me. Yeah, that's just something that I really, really wanted to stress, because if you feel like you're the only person in the class that doesn't get it, or the only person you know that doesn't get it, trust me, there are tons of people who don't get it. Just go to an office hours. There will be at least 40 people there with the same question as you. So, and then the last thing I wanted to say to kind of round out this video is mental health is everything. If you're struggling with something, if you just think that school's not right for you or your major's not right for you, just talk to someone. Everyone will be happy to help you, especially your friends. If they're good friends to you, they'll just want the best for you, and they'll definitely talk to you about anything. I know mine do, and I'm really thankful to them for that because I love them so much. But mental health really is important. So if you're struggling with anything, don't be afraid to reach out to someone. We have CAPS, which is Counseling and Psychological Services, on campus, and you can go talk to them. And I feel like if you just need help, just reach out. And I know a lot of times you feel like you're alone in something, but trust me, there's thousands of students on campus. There's at least one person who relates to you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope at least some of this advice helped someone or entertained someone. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!